Somebody recently referred to me a little bit unkindly as the old man of performance. I've been involved in performance and risk for probably 26, 27 years, very much the same as Mick in actual fact. Somebody suggested I've been around since, I think it was 1842. I suspect actually it was more like 1982, but that's a side point. 3 or 4 times I've been a head of performance and risk at a number of institutions, Baring Asset Management, Bank of New York, most latterly Standard Life Investments in Edinburgh. 5 years ago I took a decision to move away into the dark arts consulting world. I work for a number of asset managers, asset owners, software providers. It gives me great insight and great depth talking and working for such a range of institutions. It gives me a good idea as to the product innovation, some of the new ideas and techniques that had been developed in the front office that will ultimately work their way through the middle office to the back office into the world of performance. The new agenda and the new speakers that we've put together bring in some very, very experienced, very gifted individuals at a senior level. For those young aspirants, those young Turks that are working their way through the industry, they're half a generation away from being, like some of us, the old lags of the industry. It gives them an opportunity to, first of all, for us to share the experience. It gives them the opportunity in the panel discussions and the open forums to actually discuss with us some of the topics that they may well see as new, but some of us that have been around for a little while are well familiar with. So we can offer insight and, let's hope, just a little bit of wisdom as well. I guess the 2 6x5 sessions. This is an opportunity for people, speakers and some of the audience to come forward and give us 5 minutes of their best ideas about where this industry is going. It could be free ranging, it could be on products, it could be on strategies, it could be on techniques, it could be on software. But I think this will be, it's free from bias, it's free from commercial interest. Let's hope we can get lively discussions, we can get some real insight into some of the topics and some of the areas that we see people, I suppose, most interested in. It'll give us a good idea as to who next year's or next generation's young Turks will be. With a yellow card and a red card. As I said, this session is going to be wholly free of selling. I've done it before, and you get one warning before you get red carded and booed off the stage. Well, I'm not sure I can actually encapsulate it in one piece of advice or one sentence. I guess, though, that think alternatively, think additionally, think broader, deeper and tangentially. The risk and performance world brings together a whole multitude of different disciplines. It's interesting post-credit crisis how roles are changing. Formerly, topics such as governance, for instance, senior management oversight, were, I suppose, superficially viewed. Particularly if you look at the risk role now and the number of organisations that have got chief risk officers where they cover the entire business. One of the sessions that we have is in relation to that changing role, the risks practitioner's role, where they're moving into senior management oversight, they're moving into governance. In some cases, they're actually looked almost as if they're taking on the role of something akin to a whistleblower. I don't mean it to sound flippant, but I guess job preservation. The last 3 or 4 years have seen unprecedented changes after the credit crisis, changes that I suspect will continue to last for a considerable time. A little more realistically, though, we come back to the same old problems of timeliness on the one hand against accuracy on the other, that old trade-off. Data, 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 we've covered it, but we've never actually managed to solve the problem. I guess those are the 2 major topics that I see at the moment.